Test, test.
The girls signed for field hockey in Parish.
Test, test. We're just waiting on a couple parents, so we'll get started here shortly, hopefully in the next 5 minutes. Thank you.
I know that's a lie. Where are they at?
your face before, my friend, but I don't know if you know who I am. Well, I was there and I saw what you did. I saw it with my own two eyes. So you can wipe off that grin. I know where you've been. It's all been a pack of lies. And I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord. Well, I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Oh Lord. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord. Well, I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. I remember, don't worry. How could I ever forget? It's the first time, the last time we ever met. But I know the reason why you keep your silence up. No, you don't fool me. The hurt doesn't show, but the pain still grows. Some strangers to you and me. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord. But I've been waiting for
Test, test.
When she was just a
All right, welcome everybody to our second signing ceremony of the year. Traditionally, this is our biggest one, and this year is no exception, as you can tell, as we've got 10 of our student athletes who are going to sign today to go on to their college destinations. I want to start out with a few thank yous here, because putting something like this on just doesn't happen. It takes a lot of people to make this happen, so I want to put a shout out there to a few people. First off, to the parish operations team for setting this up. They're the ones that supply the chairs, the tables, the backdrop, and all that, so I appreciate their help in getting that set up. To the Athletic Booster Club, who provided the flowers today for the student athletes, which will be passed along to their mothers. And then the Booster Club just does so many other things for us also, but want to thank them for that. Game On Sports for live streaming this today. Our head of school, Dave Monaco, as you can imagine, this past year dealing with the pandemic has not been easy, so just the fact that we're able to get indoors and be able to celebrate this way is quite an accomplishment in itself, so we're very thankful to him for allowing us to do this. And then I want to thank my athletic admin team. They're the ones that behind the scenes do so many things that you just don't notice, but they do those things, and it makes a day like today go seamless, so I want to thank them also. A couple weeks ago, we did our first signing ceremony, and I threw out some statistics to just show how impressive it is to have these student athletes going on to play at the college level. I know living here in DFW, it doesn't seem like that, because with social media, you know, it seems like everybody's getting offers and everybody's going to college and everybody's playing. And there are a lot that go from this area, there's no doubt about it. But nationally, across the United States, it's not what we would think it would be. And just to give you an idea, there's 8 million students that participate in athletics across the United States in any given year. 8 million. 495,000 of them will go on and play in college. That's 6%. So that's a pretty significant number if you think about it. And here we are sitting here today, and we've got 10 of them from tiny old Parish that are going on to play at the next level. How about a round of applause just for that alone? And speaking of these student athletes, let's introduce them to you now, and then we will proceed with our ceremony for today. I think since we got so many, what'll be easiest is if we just do the old one clap in between. But I'm going to announce the student athlete, the school they're going to, and the sport that they're going to be participating in. We'll do a one clap, and then we'll move on down the line. First up, we got Freddie Malin, who's going to be going to Davenport University for lacrosse. Morgan Day, going to Sewanee for field hockey. Joe Mahari, going to Trinity University for football. Foster Malloy, going to Trinity University for football. Christian Benson, going to Dartmouth College for football. Austin Uke, going to be determined. This is a first for us today. He'll be the first parish student athlete that will actually be announcing live today as we do that. So he's actually going to do that at the end, so stay tuned. But I believe he's narrowed it down to 5 schools. I believe the hats are in front of him, and so we'll see where he ends up going today, all of us together. Yeah, that was a little, yeah. Kenneth Borders, Georgetown University, football. Henry Partridge, University of Chicago, football. Or Oklahoma Baptist University, football. And Aiden Chance, Texas Christian University, football. Okay, and so just so everybody understands the format and how this is going to work, we're going to call the head coach up for that student athlete. They're going to say a few words on their behalf. Then we're going to let the student athlete themselves say a few words. We'll continue on down the line. Obviously, we're going to skip Austin. We're going to come back to him. He's going to make his big announcement. And then after that, we'll have everybody sign, and then we'll do photo ops and all that there at the end. So having said that, I'm going to turn it over to our head girls lacrosse coach, Rainey Hodgson, to speak on behalf of Freddie.
Hold the applause, please. Today we are honored to celebrate Freddie Malin's commitment to play college lacrosse at Davenport University. I would like to share a few words about Freddie's role on our team. I've never seen a player embody the level of determination that she does in all facets of her life. Her love of the game shines on the field and in her efforts at practice. She is a natural leader and has a commanding presence on the lacrosse field. One of my favorite qualities about Freddie is her strength. Her strength goes deeper than just the physicality that she brings to the field. It is truly her mental and emotional strength that has propelled her to success thus far on the field and off the field. She inspires her teammates and me with her resiliency, her fortitude, and her perseverance. Freddie is a vital role model on our team and will forever have a huge impact on me as a coach. We expect big things from her at Davenport. Good luck, Freddie.
Firstly, I would just like to thank everyone that was involved in my recruiting process for helping me through a path to college athletics. Thank you to all my club coaches and my high school coaches, to my parents, and everyone else who supported me throughout the process. I deeply appreciate everything you have done for me in order to grow my dream of having the opportunity to be a college athlete. To my parents, thank you for embarking on this journey with me the minute I picked up a stick in the 3rd grade. I know it wasn't always easy, the late nights after practice, the countless hours spent driving me to and from lacrosse, and the trips to club tournaments. Thank you for always being there to encourage me, support me, and push me to become a better athlete in person, despite not always being the most receptive to your wisdom. To Cooper, thank you for always being there to raise the bar. You have challenged me as an athlete to strive to improve my skill level and continue to work harder despite the challenges I've faced. To Parish Athletics, thank you for embracing me as a new senior throughout my first season of field hockey and final season of lacrosse as a high school athlete. I'm so grateful for the support of my newfound friends and coaches and look forward to enjoying my final season with the Parish lacrosse team. Go Panthers!
Coach Clarence Janelle, speak on Morgan's behalf.
Congratulations, Morgan, for going to Swanee. Just a couple quick stats. I've known Morgan for 2 years, and last year she had a 76% save ratio on the year. And that's with a team that basically was mostly sophomores and freshmen with a smattering of seniors and a couple of juniors. So this year we built on that, and we had, with the pandemic, we only had 13 games. And Morgan, in those 13 games, there were 221 shots taken on Morgan. 41 goals were scored. She saved 180 goals for an 81% save ratio. And for those of you that don't know field hockey, that amount of goals shot on one goalie is pretty much astronomical, okay? And the fact that she was able to save those and keep 90% of or almost 90% of the goals out shows just how much commitment she has and the strength she has in the goal and how much she'll be taking to Swanee to perform for them as well. So Morgan, thank you very much for being part of our team, and hopefully you can take that and put it into the college that you're going to and make them raise to the occasion that you helped us raise to this year. Thank you very much.
First, I want to thank my parents for always telling me I could do anything and really supporting me in this process. To all of my coaches who have pushed me to be the best that I can be, to Coach Tony, who has really helped throughout this process, and all of my teammates who always really supported me throughout every game.
All right, now head coach Daniel Novikov gets the rest.
All right. Thank you, Coach McCabe. I'll try to be brief. I know all these cameras are here to hear me speak, so bear with me. But thanks. I want to say thanks to everybody who came out today. We really appreciate you guys all being here and to help us celebrate the tremendous individual accomplishments of our student athletes. For the second year in a row, we are on track to have double-digit student athletes signed to play college football. It's an impressive number given how small the size of our high school is. To put that in perspective, that's basically 10% of the entire senior class that's going on to sign to play college football. On top of that, of the senior class that actually plays football, that number is right around 70% over the past 2 years. The percentage nationally of high school football players getting a college football scholarship is less than 1%. This effort's a direct result of the talent we have, the hard work and character of the athletes, and the coaches we have here in Parish. It's nothing short of incredible, in my opinion, for this to happen 2 years in a row. Next, I want to thank Mr. Monaco, our head of school at Parish, for his unwavering support of the program. You know, as a coach, you're only as good as the administration behind you. And a lot of times I'm out in front and get credit, but a lot of the credit should go to him, especially this year. Coach McCabe kind of alluded to it, but there was a lot of decisions that had to be made, and for us to be able to go out there and play, and we're deeply indebted to him for allowing us to go out there and have faith in us and do what we do. In addition to him and our administration is Michelle Lyon and Andrew Jennings, our head of upper school. They're the reason we're able to have the success we have. Without them, this program doesn't run. I'd also like to thank our athletics department for putting this on, our athletic director, Brett McCabe, who I've said in the past is the best AD to work for. He never says no, and Katrina Simonson, who basically organizes this event today. Last but not least, certainly want to thank our men's athletic director, Ahmad Ajami. For those of you who heard me say this, I say it all the time, but Ahmad is the man behind the scenes helping me. He's got my back whenever I need him. He's the guy that takes care of me and makes sure everything stays on track. Also, I'd like to recognize very quickly our assistant coaches that are in the building. Those guys deserve much of the credit of the success of the football program. The state championships are a direct result of the effort and the hours they put in, but also the signing wouldn't be possible without those guys. So there's a bunch of them around here. I won't call them all up, but I've seen them in the building, so please be sure and tell them thank you for all their hard work and effort. All right, now I'll move on to the program here. Let me get to the first person we have, and it's Mr. Meharry. So I'm going a little out of order here because of the seating. I remember when Joe was playing for our middle school football team, our coach at the time, Coach Baldwin, told me that their game plan was real simple. It was just to hand the ball off and run behind Joe, and that's all you really have to do. Because it's funny, because 5 years later, you know, the same thing still held true to this day. Just run behind Joe and you're going to make yards. On the field, he's been a mainstay for us, but off the field, Joe has been one of the greatest privileges I have had to coach. He is the recipient of our West Sally Award, which in a nutshell goes to the senior who represents what Parish football is all about. Joe is that. He is Parish football. He's everything we want our student athletes to be, and watching him develop into a leader up front over these past 4 years has been truly rewarding. Everyone on the team and in the organization loves Joe. He's a true program guy. He will help the freshmen, new kids, anybody, and immediately make them feel right at home. The value Joe brings to a program can't be measured on the field alone. Trinity is getting one of the very best in Joe. I know he will be great, and we will surely miss him, and we thank him for all his efforts. Joe Meharry.
I first off want to thank God for giving me the abilities to play football at the next level and continue my dream. Next, I would like to thank my family because I know like a lot of people know how hard the football team works, but it really is everybody's sacrifice. Like everyone in my family sacrificed just as much as I did, and I'm just extremely thankful. I would also like to thank my coaches and teammates and teachers and Parish Episcopal as a whole for pushing me to be the best student athlete and just be the best person that I can be. I'm excited to spend my next 4 years at Trinity University and shock the world.
Thank you, Joe. Next is Foster Malloy. When I think about what the character and culture of our football team is, I immediately think of Foster Malloy. Over his time here, he has played it all from wide receiver to nose guard and done it at an extremely high level. On top of that, he's an incredible student who also holds a full-time job. In my time coaching, I don't know that I've ever had a player achieve so much on and off the field. Oftentimes, I look at Foster and I think to myself, I don't know that I could even do all the things he gets done in a 24-hour period at such a high level. It's truly remarkable, the mental toughness and the fortitude he has. Over a time here at Parish, I have watched so incredibly well and had the opportunity to attend Trinity University. It's kind of fitting that he and Joe will end up at Trinity together because they are best friends, but we're going to certainly miss Foster here at Parish and really appreciate his time here with us. Foster Malloy.
I would just like to thank everybody that helped me get to where I am today. There's too many to name, but I just want y'all to know that I consider every one of y'all part of my family, and I am forever grateful for what y'all have done for me. Thank you.
Next, thank you, Foster. Next, we have Christian Benson. I was talking to Coach Daft, who's the offensive coordinator at Dartmouth, after Christian went up there last weekend on an unofficial visit. And during the course of our talk, he began discussing how he was planning to use Christian. And I started thinking back on all the things Christian did for our football team over the course of his career. It's nothing short of unbelievable. Of all the weapons we had on the football team, he may be the most diverse and difficult to deal with. You simply can't stop him, and whenever you needed him, he was always there with a big play. I've told this story before, but I always tell this Christian story from this year of being in the state title game, and we just saw our 35-7 lead evaporate to 35-28 in less than 5 minutes. We're standing there at a timeout facing a 2nd and 9. We call a power play to him, and he literally calls his own shot and says he's going to score. At that point, I'm thinking to myself, hey, just get the first down, and then we snap the ball, and there he goes, a 46-yard touchdown to the house. It may be one of the greatest plays in school history, given the fact that he called his own shot before and then delivered. But that's what Christian always does. He delivers. He's been a true pleasure to coach, never complained, worked hard, always represented Parish in a first-class way. It won't seem right without him wearing that red cowboy hat, that ridiculous red cowboy hat on the sidelines after a touchdown. We're truly going to miss him. He's everything you want in a student athlete, 2-time academic All-State, as well as Offensive Player of the Year, All-State, all everything. Dartmouth football is about to change forever when he arrives. Thank you, Christian Benson.
First, I would like to thank God for this opportunity. I've prayed and waited for a long time. I'm glad that it's finally here to enjoy with everybody. I'd like to thank Coach and my teammates for pushing me to be the best competitor and the competitor that I am today. And I would like to thank everybody here and everybody who supported me over the years to be the student athlete that I am now. And then lastly, I want to thank my mom, my dad, and my sister. Thank you guys for all the support, all the sacrifices and time and effort that you've put in to make this work. I love and appreciate you guys. I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you.
All right, so as Coach McCabe mentioned, we're going to skip Austin until the end here, so we're going to move on to Kenneth Borders. Number 6, Kenneth was a captain for us this year. He also, saw it on Twitter today, has the nickname Hit Stick. Anytime, I think it was from Georgetown football, but anytime you get the nickname Hit Stick, there's a reason for it, and the reason for Kenneth's nickname is because he delivers vicious hits on the football field. One of the best ones I can remember was here last year versus John Paul II, when he smacked the tight end and caused a fumble, and I think Henry picked it up and ran for a touchdown. But that's one of the most incredible hits I've seen on a football field in my coaching career. The unique thing about it, though, is as vicious as he is on the field and his nickname Hitstick, he's as nice of a person off the field. So many things come to mind about Kenneth and how he represents Parish Episcopal School in a first-class manner. But the one story I continue to tell is from the pandemic this year when a young man had a third-grade birthday party, and I'm looking at the pictures online, and I see Kenneth Borders has shown up at the party, but not only shown up at the party, he's got his gloves in a frame for the young man and presented it to him. You have no idea what that meant to Mason Goff, and his mother emailed me and just was thrilled. She said he couldn't get over that Kenneth Borders actually showed up at his birthday party. But that's just who Kenneth Borders is. He's a true leader, a true gentleman on and off the field. I'm so proud of him. Georgetown's getting a tremendously talented football player, but also a tremendously talented young man. For those of you who don't know, he also has a film business where he produces those hype videos. He can do it all. Kenneth Borders.
First and foremost, I'd like to thank God for all the blessings he's given me. I wouldn't be where I am today without him. Second, I'd like to thank my mom and my family for sacrificing everything to help me pursue my dreams and goals and help me get to the next level. I'd like to thank the parish faculty and staff, the coaches, for developing me into the person I am today and the athlete I am. I'd like to thank my teammates and all the people that showed up today as well. So thank you.
Thank you, Kenneth. Next up, we got Henry Partridge. Much like Kenneth, Henry was a captain for us this past year, and he's also, just like Kenneth, one of the fiercest hitters on this roster. But on top of that, every team needs a guy like Henry playing for them. He has an edge to him, and he simply won't take any crap from an opponent. He's an enforcer out there, and from the safety spot, he really made sure our defense was aligned correctly, got all the calls from Coach G. Off the field, his leadership was second to none. I really credit Henry for helping set the culture. The culture he helped set here was a huge reason we were able to have the success we achieved, especially this year. As a coach, you can deliver the message you want, but you have to have the guys on the roster that are willing to execute that. Henry was brilliant in that regard. And off the field, he may also be our best student. He competes like a true champion in the classroom. He's a two-time academic All-State, and when you combine that with his ability on the field, you can see why the University of Chicago would want him. He has the whole package, and I know he's going to go there and be great. I couldn't be more proud of his hard work and his accomplishments here while at Parish, and we thank him for his 4 years on the football program, Henry Partridge.
You know, I just want to say I appreciate everyone being here today, and I just want to thank my friends, my teammates, my coaches, and my teachers for helping me achieve my successes, and my mom.
Thank you, Henry. Next up, another captain, Jai Moore. Jai became a captain for us and one of our unquestioned leaders this past year. I have mixed emotions about Jai leaving because he's been one of the biggest joys of my coaching career. His career arc follows exactly what you want to see as a coach. He got better and better each year and continued to work hard until he caught 14 TDs as a senior and became All-State and all-everything. The reason I know he will be successful is because he did it the right way, through hard work and dedication. I'm going to tell you a quick little story about who Jai is as a person. Last year, we had a ring ceremony, and then I invited all the players over to my house afterwards for dinner and a celebration. Jai walks in, and he hands me a bag, and in it was a little plaque. And the plaque read, "A good coach can change a game. A great coach can change a life." To this day, I have that plaque in my home office, and every time I sit down and look across the way of it, I think about Jai and just how proud I am of his career, who he has become as a person and as a player. He's a very special young man, two-time academic All-State as well, three-sport athlete with basketball and track and field. You won't find much better than Jai. He's the recipient with Joe Meharry of our West Sally Award as well, and that goes to the player, as I said earlier, that represents what Parish football is all about. Oklahoma Baptist has a special young man coming their way. Thank you, Jai Moore.
Firstly, I would just like to thank God and all of my teammates and my coaches for contributing to my success this season and my commitment. And next, I would just like to thank my mother and my father for continuing to contribute throughout my life and really just my career as a whole. And I really just don't thank y'all enough for how much y'all contribute. And thank you very much because y'all really mean a lot to me, and I wouldn't be here without y'all. So thank you.
All right, next up is Aiden Chance. It was Valentine's Day last year, and I received a phone call from Aiden saying he has decided he wants to attend Parish. I remember standing in my kitchen calling Coach Galusha and saying, I just got the best Valentine's Day gift ever. My wife was kind of looking at me and wondering where this conversation was going. When I hung up, she asked, are you serious about that? And before I could answer correctly, I said yes. Needless to say, the rest of that day wasn't so great, but it didn't temper my enthusiasm because I knew what type of person and how big a contributor Aiden could be. Plus, when I had met him, I knew he belonged at Parish, and he would be a great fit for our culture, our school, and our football team. He's an Eagle Scout, entrepreneur, and downright nasty football player. I love looking at his highlights because it's like watching Thor body slam people around the field. I know TCU sees the same thing when talking with their coaches and is really excited about adding Aiden to the roster. He brings a toughness and an attitude you love to have with offensive linemen. I can't wait to watch his journey in Fort Worth and appreciate him for all his efforts here at Parish. Aiden Chance.
All right, so first of all, I want to thank TCU for this unique opportunity to continue my athletic career. You know, all I'm looking for is a chance, and they gave it to me, and I could not be more thankful for that. I also could not be more thankful for my parents. You know, without their endless sacrifices and dedication to me, I would not be sitting here today. And also to Coach Novikov. You know, if it weren't for him, I wouldn't be playing this year, and I could not be more thankful for that. Go Horned Frogs.
All right, so like Coach McCabe said, this is the first time I've done one of these reveals also, so not really sure what the program's supposed to look like, but I'm going to turn it over to Austin and let him tell everybody where he's going to attend college. I guess he's got the hats out here, so he's going to do the old hat trick. So, Austin Uke, everybody.
First and foremost, First and foremost, I want to, thank God for giving me the opportunity to attend such great schools, especially on full scholarship. It's just an absolute blessing, And next, I'd like to thank my family just for keeping me grounded throughout the whole process, and just pushing me to be the best I could be every day. And without them, I couldn't be where I am today, where I am here today. And then next, I'd like to thank my coaches and trainers for allowing me this opportunity to play football, and especially at a high level that I guess I've been playing this season. And lastly, I want to thank my teammates just for, football's a team thing. So like without my teammates, I literally couldn't be where I am. And with all that being said, I'll be attending the next I'll be attending or spending my next 3 to 4 years at Stanford University.
We literally just had a mic drop right there. Is it still on? Okay. Congratulations, Austin and Stanford University. In the midst of all this, I forgot to write my notes for Austin, so basically what I'll just say about Austin is I think you guys all can see just how talented of a player and a person he is to command this kind of attention for his signing announcement. Nobody deserves it more than him. The one thing I think that gets lost when you talk about Austin Uke is the fact that he earned this. The beginning of this year, he had no stars, he had no offers. He did this all through hard work on his own, and it's the true realization of a dream. You know, and it shows you it can happen through hard work, and if you just keep grinding and doing things the right way, he ended up with all these offers at the end. I know he would have probably liked him earlier, but it ended up working out, and the reason it ended up working out because he just kept pushing. He didn't complain, he didn't pout, he didn't ask why. He just kept playing hard and putting out good film, and the good things happened for him, and nobody deserves it more, and couldn't be more proud of Austin and appreciate him for all he's done for Parish. Austin Uke.
All right, it's time to sign. You guys can go ahead and drop your masks if you'd like. Get ready to sign. And then when we're done signing, let's go ahead and look up. Mr. Williams will take pictures here. He's actually going to be over here on the side. So on 3 here, we'll sign together. And then when you're done, please just put your pen down and look up over here to the right. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Sign away. And then when you're all done signing, just everybody sit up where you're at and look over to the right. Mr. Williams will take pictures. Congratulations, all.
One last thing, we just want to, on behalf of Parish, we want to thank all the media and all the people that came out to support and cover this. You guys make the experience for the student-athletes special, and we appreciate everything you do in covering the sports for us, and appreciate you guys being here.
That concludes our ceremony for today. I want to thank you all for coming out. Please be mindful as you're leaving to not congregate and keep your social distancing, please. Families, now's the time we're going to do photo ops and pictures, and we'll do all that. We're happy to stick around and take care of that for you, okay? For the rest of you, thank you. We look forward to seeing you maybe at our May signing ceremony. Thank you.